Australia, lest we forget, and happy Anzac Day. All right, let's have a look, everyone, and see what's out there. Let's have a look. I'm going to open the daily here and the 4. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have the 4 open and I'm going to have the 2 open because I'm going to have it. Just going to have a particular, whoever is tuning in today, you're lucky because I'm just going to set an eye out for breakouts if there are any. So here we go. No, nothing here a bit. So looking for those flat levels and price working into those flat levels. It's really what I'm looking for when we see fast moving price like this on the lower time frames. That's what I'm really stalking. Obviously stalking cradles as well, pullbacks to zones like this, to flat levels like we see here on Binance. Could even call that $400. No, we couldn't. So pullbacks to flat levels and flat levels where price is reacting off. Just change this watch list to pink as well. Good afternoon, Kaz. How's Monto? Are you in Monto at the moment? Cool. So I'm just looking at those flat levels and looking how price is reacting with flat levels. I'm looking where price could pull back to these flat levels. So go through. I'm not going to put everything in my watch list, but I've just got the 4 and 2 up because I know the daily's overextended for most of these. Quiet day there. If it wasn't a quiet day in Monto, I'd be worried, right? There's SHIB 1000. Again, nice. If we get pullbacks on these time frames up here, which we very well could do, maybe today, maybe not, who knows when, but we will get a pullback, and that's really what I'm waiting to trade. I'll wait till we get to Bitcoin to see how the lower time frames are working. What's happening here in FTN? Hello, Bobby. How are you, mate? Feel well? So a nice daily level working in there in FTN, but we're just going to I'll leave that out just for I'll leave that in just for reference. This is that really nice, beautiful pub in Monto, Kaz, main one in town. I think there's only one, isn't there? You know, in the corner, that really nice big oak bar. Nice pizza shop there as well. What else is in Monto? I'm pretty sure I'm thinking about Monto. I've stayed in so many of these towns in Queensland. The Manor. I'm putting through there. Again, so pullbacks to these levels. I'm keen to work these lower time frames, but it's pretty wild. If I'm going to work these lower time frames, I'm going to be looking for the higher liquidity charts, so like Bitcoin and 2 pubs. Wild stuff. Yeah, if I want to be working these lower time frames, I want to be doing it on the higher liquidity contracts. Yeah. So if I'm to raise an order off the 15, I want that to be nice and liquid, just so the slippage isn't as harsh. If my 1-to-1 doesn't get hit, of course. So lots of nice flat levels forming here on these contracts, which is pretty awesome. How are you, Bobby? Have you done anything today? Do you have a day off work? Look at that. See, this is what I'm looking for. Not quite a round number, but like a pullback, even on a lower time frame like the 15 to a flat level like that. That'd be pretty good to see. I'd certainly be very open to trading that. But let's just see where we go. Like, to say I'm skeptical, maybe 0.08. Oh, g'day, Winston. The whole crew's in here today. Geez, I was expecting just to be talking to myself and no one to be in here. Winston, Bobby, Kaz, that's cool. Again, pullbacks on these lower time frames. That's what I'm looking for, guys. Like, what? I'm not thinking. I don't think when I trade so much. Oh, happy birthday, Bobby. Happy birthday, mate. That's awesome. Birthday on Anzac Day, hey? You were born on Anzac Day. Oh, hey, Ray. How are you? So, again, pullbacks to these levels. Like, I might as well put them in the list. Now so many, all of you guys have tuned in. Let's see what's out there. I was serious before, but now I'm more serious. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so there are some really nice flat levels forming on these lower time frames. This is where, for me, I think this is where the trading's at. Or like on the 2 or the 1, if we get a bit of a pullback. And if we don't get a pullback, like if we don't get a pullback on those higher time frames, like a pullback, like, you know, like if we have price pulling back on the 15 or the 30 to a level like this, I'd be pretty open to taking that as well. Do I have time to trade those lower time frames today? In my case, I don't. But I'd certainly be keeping an eye out for that if you do have time to do that. For some of my tea with a bit of rum in it. I'm just joking. Better grab the long neck down here. It is Anzac Day. No, I don't drink alcohol and trade. Drinking alcohol and trading is kind of like, it's kind of like drink driving. You know, you not that I know, but you feel invincible and you make you make a lot of wrong, costly decisions. So that's why you should not drink and trade. Bit of a matchmaker, so I'll just take that level out. Nice level running through there. So again, work that out the hard way, Ray. Mate, Ray, I think everyone has been in that situation before. Pretty sure. Again, I'm just looking for those flat levels, guys, and for price to pull back into those flat levels would be just prime. Just prime. Or a breakout on the lower time frames here. Again. And I'm kind of clutching at straws a bit here, but just looking, just seeing, just prying around. Just seeing what's out there. But I think really for me, today the trade for me, as the market starts working out what it's doing, for me, the trade I think will be on these maybe on these higher time frames. But again, you know, if we identify a really good flat level here on any of these, you know, if we, like say a solid level like that on XEM, you get a pull, this starts trending, you get a pullback on say the 30, maybe not the 30 or the 1, I'd be open to that. But guys, like there are some really, really good levels that have been broken. And if we see price pulling back into these levels, and it'll make up for some great setups indeed. Some very good setups. I'll take that level out on year. Just checking we're at the top yet. This is some really nice chart structure as well. This is what I love. You know, flat level here, boom, retest up there, great. As well. Just waiting. In a good way. I'm pretty hopeful. You know, we might be in typical market form, of course. Like, I've been flat this month in my P&L and I haven't really taken any trade. I've taken 2 trades. But, you know, true to the market's form, I wouldn't be surprised that maybe in the final week of this month, we just get heaps of setups. It happens all the time like that. That's why a lot of people can't get their head around trading as an income, because you have to really you don't have the month-to-month income coming in all the time. Like you just have to trade when the market says trade me. Nice level there on engine as well. So who knows, maybe we'll get some really nice trades setting up for the end of this month. We'll put Ray in. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a fat list, but there's just some nice levels there. Let's look at Crow. And let's keep on going. Oh, alright, there we go. I'll have an in-depth look at the Bitcoin chart as well at the end of the scan. No. Dusk. No. Sell. Oh, that's such a good trade on sell this year. It was, where was it? Oh, I think it was here. Somewhere. Maybe it was here. It was a really good trade. Yeah, Bobby, this is buy a bit. If you guys want me to have a look at anything, I could sneak it in probably. CRV. No. Maybe CRV, that trade I took. ETH, not really. I think we're back at the top. Yeah, we are. All right, let's just have a look at Bitcoin. Do the Bybit top 10. I don't think this is not in that list overall. We'll just have a quick look. Let's have just a deep dive into Bitcoin. Oh no, the top 10 is in there. Okay, that's cool. All right, let's do a deep dive into Bitcoin. All right. Monthly. Okay, so I have convergence here from the highs to the highs. And what I'm aware of is this low here. Technically, if we break this low, we're either going to be setting up for a consolidation between this price and this price, which is probably most likely. If we break this low, or we could be if we break that low, we could be setting up for a monthly downtrend, or just a sideways trend, consolidation, or yeah, that's what happens when we break that low. So 37,181. I'm curious to see if that level gets broken. Now, if that level does not get broken and we close in somewhat similar fashion to this candle here, this could just be a low candle for the month, after 1, 2, 2 green months. So let's see what happens. I'm pretty keen to see, if this is a monthly pullback or is it like a monthly consolidation or whatever. It certainly still looks like a monthly pullback, and it just does. Yeah. And again, we're coming into this zone of value. You heard me talk about this zone of value a lot. So it's kind of like from here, and it's a big range, which is very typical of these bear markets. Yeah. Really, just extend that out a bit. It's a broad range, like to 48,000 all the way down to a few tests of 34. Really think, you could touch that up to 47,000 even. Again, we're in this zone. Typically when we've been in this zone since January, when we entered these waters, we've experienced some buying. And it'll be really interesting to see where we go from here, guys. Like, do we break that low on the monthly, or do we kind of consolidate and hold where we are? And then this could be a preempt for a move higher, or could this be a preempt for a move lower? Let's see what happens. So that stuff's going through the back of my mind at the moment. Really keen to see what happens. Really keen to see what happens. So let's have a look at our watch list. And if there's anything you guys want me to see. Hey, Robbie, how are you? Oh, cool, Bobby. Yeah, we'll have to put that in and make sure that's in the list. The prep list. Okay. B&B. Let's have a look here. Nice flat level there. Jeez, look at that market. That chart structure is just fabulous, I would say. Quite a defined level through there. Unfortunately, it isn't $400, but man, little pullback in there with a bearish candle would just not look that bad at all. Would I do it on the 30? Not really. That MACD is a bit funky for me on the 30, so I'd look at the 1. Yeah, like the 1. Just something could form there. CRV per 4 hour, Robbie, or we'll have a look. We'll have a look. Bit USD flat level forming there. Still got a bit of work to do. VET again, another one in the lowers. A flat level, a pullback into that flat level will be good. IAX, again, flat level, not as defined here on the 1. Might take that out. It doesn't really count as a flat level, but that is a very nice trend there, guys. Look at that. Boom, boom, straight down, pull back into the cradle zone. Stock standard. XEM. Just see systematically going through this nice defined flat level there. Looks like we're getting a bit more sell-in and a pullback into there. So we'll do a quick scan of the top 10 as well on the 15, just see if there are any trends there. Again, flat level pullback. Alice Pert. Yeah, I can take that out. Engine. Again, guys, if we get pullbacks to some of these flat levels, another flat level here in Gala, if we get some pullbacks to these flat levels, these could look all right, eh? Let's just have a quick squeeze at the 15 as we do see a bit more selling coming through. And I'll have a look at CRV perp as well, Robbie. Oh, that's what I've been looking for today as well, guys, if I was in front of the computer. Excuse me. Setups like this. like little breakouts. Get another touch there, be good. Adder, no. Sol, no. Dot. It's not trending enough, eh? I'd be open to setups like this on the 30. I just want another bonus factor, like pulling into a flat level or a round number to back that up. It can be. I want those factors lining up. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, CRV. CRV. When you're trading the 15, my dream seed. What's up? My dream seed, do you typically close a trade the same day or does it go for multiple trades? I just trade whatever the market gives me, man. Like the highest probability trades I've had this whole year from January to April have been high time frame trades on the daily time frame, or the 8 or the 12 or the 16, which are open typically for a couple of days. The lower time frame trades, very open to take as well. They just haven't been setting up for me as much. I know some people in here do like trading those lower time frames, and they have set up for them really well. Okay, so swing trading, day trading, both. CRV, Robbie. CRV on the 4. Oh, are you talking about this Robbie here? What are you looking at on the 4, Robbie? CRV USD. You're talking about this pullback here as a little bullish candle there. So if that was a little bullish candle, yes, it's in the cradle zone. Kind of technically it's trending, but I wouldn't trade that because the trade was there for me. It's not here. And this is not, and this candle hasn't pushed high enough. I want to see this candle push higher, like precede the highs like here. See, boom, pullback, boom, pullback. The trade, if I was going to take a trade here, it would have been this candle here, not this setup here. This setup here is more setting up like a potential breakout, working up into a level like that. Just don't be careful not to be fooled by the cradle zone. So just because price pulls into the cradle zone doesn't mean it's a cradle trade. Don't become indicator absorbed. No worries, Robbie. Satoshi Islander, what software works the best to track trades and profits for tax time? Man, there's so many different ones. There's so many different software. I'm sure people in here can give you suggestions. I actually, off the top of my head, I don't know. Any more questions, guys? I'll put up that watch list. Another day down, guys. All right. So I'm just going to be tracking how price moves into these levels and how price potentially pulls back into these levels as well. I'm pretty keen to try and make my P&L for this month. So hopefully this week will be the week. I hope you're all well. Keep that risk dialed down. Keep it dialed in. And as always, safe trading. And I'll see you guys in the community, if not on YouTube. Talk to you all soon.